We bring you a regular season game with extra importance. This is Game 3 of the NBA Cup, a vital group stage contest. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. Just a couple of weeks into the season, certain rookies are showing they belong in the NBA. Checking out the Rookie Race Watch. He has really come out of the gate hot with his debut season. Currently in the 3rd spot, but I could easily see him climbing the rankings.
He's gotten his rookie season off to a tremendous start. He deserves to be right up there near the top of the list.
And if anybody was wondering how long it was going to take him to fit into the NBA, well, they already had the answer. He has arrived.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup. Dimon at the 1 with Thomas at the 2. Porter Jr. is the 4 with Claxton at the 5. And it's Williams in at the small forward position. And for the Celtics, White and Brown are the wingmen. Tatum at the 4 with Queta in at the 5. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. And Grant, these teams both have an 0-2 record in the Cup. So no doubt tonight is a must-win if they want to get to the knockout stages of this NBA Cup tournament.
Yes, B.A. I mean, the loser will fall to 0-3, eliminated from the competition. The winner gets a glimpse of hope. Of course, they have to win tonight in their next game, too, plus get some help. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Tatum. 17 points in his last outing. White for 3. Williams grabs the board. About a minute into this first quarter. Here's Porter. He lays it up and banks it in. Porter's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Smart play there by Porter. Working his way inside to find a reliable, close-range look.
Boston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Tatum a screen on Williams. Here's Brown. Ooh, Williams with the block. And they get it back. And stolen by Williams. Fast break, Brooklyn. Here's Porter. Boston with a rebound. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets. Came away with a win.
Well, in this last matchup, they captured the win in large part because their backups provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And you can tell how important having depth is for them. Sometimes it's the difference between a win and a loss.
The Nets have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And here's Thomas. 23 points his last outing. Now here's Brown. The kick out to White. Outside Pritchard. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Yes, Peyton Pritchard doing it at the NBA level. But he was a beast in the college ranks too, Richard.
All-time leader in games played, minutes, and assists in his conference. The only player to reach 1,900 points, 600 assists, and 500 rebounds in the conference. You know, that's pretty tough.
RJ, looking back at the trade that sent Durant from the Nets to the Suns, what a deal for Brooklyn.
Yeah, it was 4 first-round picks and a swap from the Suns. Also, the Nets got Mikal Bridges, who they shipped to the Knicks for 5 more first-rounders. Now, that's how you reboot a team.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. They set the pick. Pritchard, the pass to White. Banked it in off the glass. White's got 7 points. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Thomas outside. Takes a 3. Porter's shot is off. Boston leading by 3. Pritchard finds Tatum. White with a screen on Porter. And finished by Tatum. Tatum, wow!
Mercy, Jason Tatum is a bad man.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Outside for Porter. Pass to Williams. Brown with the steal. And stolen by Williams. Fires the three. Here's Dimon. Porter from outside. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
The floater, 19-footer. Brown can't hit.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
To the middle. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Williams' shot is good.
The improved passing of Porter Jr. That's the next part of his evolution.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Here's Brown. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Nets trail by 5. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Porter. Here's Dimon, defended by Pritchard. And then Porter with the dunk.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside.
And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. They want to keep rolling here, following the win against Brooklyn.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Now here's Porter. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Boston.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Claxton with the block. Here's Thomas for 3. Drains the triple. And that'll tie this game up.
Decisive reaction on the catch and shoot. Thomas always plays like he's got something to prove.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Soft touch off the glass. Tatum's gotten his second bucket of the game.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 13 so far in this one. Here's Thomas for 3. Rebounded by the Celtics.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Williams against White. Shot clock at 6. There's Tatum with the 3. Another miss. He's 2 for 4. Thomas drives in. Pass to Williams. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. White can't hit. Brooklyn trailing. Here's Dimon. Back to Porter. Now here's Thomas. Over Pritchard. Will not go. Misses off the front iron.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Cam Thomas. That's his first foul of the game. And so Joe Mazzulla calls a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And Boston with some changes. Boucher comes in for White, and Simon has subbed in for Pritchard. And stolen by Williams. They've got numbers. Here's Clowney. And the finish on the break with the slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now here's Simons. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. On the wing man. Takes the three. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Here's Thomas, following the three by Boston. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds now. Out of bounds, it'll be the Nets ball. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. Taking a look at the Celtics, currently 7th in the conference, hoping to string together some more wins. And of course, Brooklyn, 3.5 games behind. For Brooklyn, Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Highsmith comes in for Williams. Traore comes in for Thomas. Pass to Highsmith. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 2. Outside Tatum. There's the triple. Here's Kata. Boom! He jams it straight down.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation. Well, Brooklyn's shooting a 45% clip from the floor. Back to man. Pass to Clowney. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got 5 rebounds in the game. On the wing, Tatum. Over Sharp. And Tatum, the bucket on the assist by Simons. Tatum's got 6 points.
And it's clear that Tatum loves the mid-range, excels at recognizing when to shoot from there.
Inside, Sharp. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Boston has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Simons deciding where to go with it. Pass to Tatum. Back to Simons. 6 on the shot clock. Over Traore. Here's Kata. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Here's Traore. Yet to see a basket. Here's Highsmith. And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter. Here's Mann. Out to the wing. Here's Clowney. Offline with a 3.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
On the wing, Simons. He picked up 15 in their last win against the Nets in Brooklyn. Here's Brown. And that one drops for him. Now it's a 4-point Boston lead.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Some changes for Boston. Garza's checked in for Queta. Minot comes in for Jason Tatum. And Derek White subbed in for Brown. Here's Saraf. Pass to Highsmith. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Here's White. The lead is 2. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first. Deflected! And they're able to recover. And here's Simons outside. Rebound Brooklyn. A tough loss coming against Boston in their last game.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough.
5 to shoot. Pass to Highsmith. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Saraf for 3. They get the rebound. Outside for Porter. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by White. Shoots over Saraf. Great look, but off the mark. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Celtics out in front, up by 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Boston.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
You know, another thing that has impressed me has been their numbers of points in the paint, just dominating down there. They're just getting whatever shot they want in close.
On the floor for the Nets. Porter Jr. and Clowney in it forward. Then it's Terrence Mann. Then there's Sharp. And it's Highsmith in at the 2.
That's rock-solid defense on a really good score.
And here's Porter outside. And it's Boucher with the rebound.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said, growing up, basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this, more than if everything had just been smooth. Ryan, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. So it's Brooklyn now, following the 3 by Boston. Man misses. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Minot can't get it to go. Nets trail by 5. Pritchard's checked in for Simons. Pass to Highsmith. Now Porter. Outside man. Sharp, a screen on Pritchard. Man, the pass to Sharp. Garza grabs the board.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. You know, for a team that's had deep playoff runs almost every year recently, the Celtics fell short last season, RJ.
Well, injuries and other factors played into that. But there's so much parity in the NBA right now. There is no team invincible come playoff time.
First one falls, and we're almost halfway through the group stage. Do coaches start thinking a little bit about how tiebreakers might come into effect here?
You know, maybe. Point differential is the second tiebreaker after head-to-head record. So that might be in the back of their minds. You're going to want to make sure you put up some big numbers in the group stage if you can.
And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the night. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big Three era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
Now here's Man. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston.
It wasn't just the scoring. He got others involved, too.
Man with it, defended by Pritchard. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Clowney. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for three. With a healthy roster, the Nets got off to a good start last year, Richard.
Yeah, they were 9-10, playing good ball, but a few injuries, notably one to Cam Thomas, really shut down their season. And the Nets went 6-22 after the All-Star break.
And that one misses. And he sinks the second. And he nails the third.
And they seem to have taken a more heads-on approach this quarter, and it's getting them to the free throw line.
Now here's Pritchard. He's covered closely. Pass to Boucher. Outside White. 4 on the clock. Austin again missing. Nets trail by 4. To the wing, right side. Here's Highsmith. Gets the 3 ball to go. Highsmith's gotten his second bucket on the night.
If you're not right up there on him, oh, he's going to make you pay.
And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Following this game, they host the Magic, and that'll put them halfway through a 3-game homestand. Just 5 to shoot. From downtown, and Boucher the bucket on the assist from White.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense. Shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
Tatum, he's checked in for Boston. And the Nets also making a change. Cameron Thomas checked in for Clowney. Here's Porter. He's got 9. Man, the pass to Sharp. Over White. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Celtics lead by 4. And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, three-pointer Pritchard gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Man, the pass to Thomas. Sharp, a screen on Pritchard. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Taking a look at some numbers here for Michael Porter.
And his effective field goal percentage isn't in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
Now here's Pritchard. 7-point game, biggest lead so far. Pass to Minot. Jacks up a 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Man, the pass to Thomas. Sharp, a screen on Pritchard. Here's Thomas for 3. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got his 6th rebound on the night.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
The turnaround jumper. The rebound by Mann. Nets trail by 10. Here's Porter. Brooklyn, no good that time either. Outside Pritchard. Down low. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. And Grant, one thing we've seen so far with the NBA Cup tournament, it's been an absolute blast for the fans.
Yeah, BA, it's the ideal way to make games more engaging. Fans love to brag about anything their team does. So in that regard, giving regular season games this extra spice has been a huge success.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Sharp. And Williams is subbed in for Highsmith. Thomas passes to Claxton, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Not just a scorer, Thomas also shows he's a capable passer.
Pritchard with it. An 11-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn. Outside Tatum. Back to Pritchard. Oh, got a piece of it. Thomas with a steal, and they're running. Porter with it, and it's Boucher picking him up. They get it back, and then Porter with the dunk.
You'd love to see Porter Jr. do this more, using his height to rescue the possession.
Now Tatum, he's got 6. Pass to Minot, and the call will be against Nicholas Claxton. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Garza's checked in for Boston. Jaylen Brown comes in for Minot. Demon, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Williams against Brown. Outside White. Pocket 4. And they recover it. Tatum against Porter. Tatum passes to White. Here's the 3. And it's White again missing.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Porter from outside. Boston pulls it in.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
And with Jaylen Brown on the wing, he feels like any given night he has the advantage in his matchup.
He's either too fast for the big guys or too strong for the small guys. That's the problem. He is a handful on both ends of the floor also.
Outside Porter. The three is up, and the three-pointer goes. Porter's got 5 points now this quarter.
And he's finding the bottom of the net consistently. Porter Jr. is scoring with ease.
And here's Brown. 11 points for him last game against Brooklyn.
And in addition to putting up points, he terrorized ball handlers, racking up a ton of steals.
Now here's Pritchard. Brown, no good. Williams from long range. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's White. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Now let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard and check out the bigs who have been posting big points so far this season. Number 1, Jason Tatum.
This big is just oozing with confidence offensively. The best scorer at the 4 and 5 positions, and he's a guy his team can really lean on.
And he knocks down the first one.
Since the break, he's definitely been more aggressive. Remember, he didn't take any free throws in that first half.
Clowney, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Williams misses.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Pass to Brown. There's a screen. Here's Garza. Launches a 3. The rebound by Dimon. Thomas outside. And here's Claxton. It's Thomas on the wing. White with the steal. Now here's Pritchard. The 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Pritchard's got 8 points in the quarter.
Smart decision to kick it out to another guy once the defense is fixated on him in the paint.
To the paint. And Claxton throws it down.
A dynamic finish, then decides to hang out a little for good measure.
Yep, that's the exclamation point right there. Celtics lead by 10. Pritchard surviving the D. Outside White. Tatum finds Brown. Clock at 6. Over Williams. Outside Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. Goes back up. Some solid defense from Claxton.
Uncharacteristic, but that's a bucket he'll convert 90% of the time.
Williams misses.
This is the definition of forcing. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Brown against Williams. Back to White. Fires the 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. White's got 17.
He got a 3 to fall in the first, and now his second in this quarter. Not a trend the defense wants to see.
Pass to Thomas. Claxton up top. Here's Clowney. Lets it go from deep. Now here's Thomas. It's not going to go for him. Outside Pritchard. And here's Tatum. Looking to get it going. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Give him 8 points now.
Over the years, Tatum has limited the amount of mid-range jumpers that he takes, but it is still a natural part of his game.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Cadis checked in for Boston. Man, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Back to Claxton. Claxton, a screen on Brown. Here's Man. No good on the 3. Celtics lead by 15. Outside Pritchard. Fires from deep. Brooklyn with the board. Claxton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Man. The rebound, Celtics. Kid has got 7 rebounds in the game. Brown attacking. Chalk up 2 there. And the Celtics lead by 17.
Speed on display there from Brown. This man can turn on the Jets. He has another gear.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Outside man. Now here's Claxton to halt the run. And he lays it up and in. Claxton's got 6 in the quarter.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Outside White. They set a pick. Pass to Keita. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Dimon. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston. And Claxton throws it down.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Celtics lead by 15. Pritchard, the pass to Tatum. 15 seconds left in the first half of this one. Pass to White. It's Brown on the wing. 5 on the clock. No good with the triple. 11 feet out. No good on the buzzer beater. Derek White getting it done for Boston. He put together 10 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break.
Welcome to this early season edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Before we analyze that first half, we get to check out the power rankings.
Checking out Boston. They're one of the teams we've hoped would figure it out. Things are clicking right now, and still early enough for them to make something happen.
The way they've melded together as a team, it's been impressive. Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Brooklyn Nets.
The big reason they're getting washed out, it's been raining threes.
But they didn't know this was coming? They didn't watch the film? Read the scouting report? Come on, man.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. How about Derek White really making a difference here?
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Boston leading by 15. At the forward spots, the talented pair of Brown and Tatum. Their backcourt, Pritchard and White, and it's Keita in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Now here's Brown. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the inside, Porter. That shot makes him 7 for 14. He's been good tonight.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. EA, back to you.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Here's Porter, following the three by Boston. Pass to Williams. Fires for three. It's hauled in by White. Celtics lead by 16. And here's Brown for three. Claxton with a rebound. Claxton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the paint. Here's Porter. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave a team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
First one falls for him.
An exceptionally skilled player. You hope Michael Porter Jr. stays healthy. I mean, his potential is limitless.
Porter hits them both.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
It's Brown on the wing. Over Williams. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Brown's got 11.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown, and it's just another weapon in his arsenal now.
Williams from long range. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Pritchard, no good. Nets trail by 16. Outside, Williams. And out of bounds, Boston will have it. And the upcoming schedule for the Brooklyn Nets. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors. And then Monday, they'll be matching up against Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks.
One way you could look at this difficult stretch against some of the best in the league, it's a tremendous chance to prove to the league just how good your team is. It could provide a huge statement.
Now here's White. 17 points in the game. And Clay stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Here's Dimon, still without a bucket. Pass to Thomas. To the middle. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. And so it's Pritchard who brings up the ball for Boston. 17 points was their biggest margin. Now here's White. Thomas defends. And White, the bucket on the assist by Pritchard. White's got 19 points.
Ooh, that's like velvet. That's the kind of finger roll that ends up on old highlights.
Nets trail by 16. Pass to Claxton. Now Thomas. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Williams from long range. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. And out of bounds, the Nets will take it. And here's a view of the top shot blockers in the association. Nick Claxton on top.
He changes more shots than he blocks, and he blocks a ton of them.
Brooklyn has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. The kick out to Williams. The three-pointer off the mark. Boston leading by 16. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, You can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
Here's Claxton. After the basket by Boston. 3-on-3. Pritchard from outside. Count that one. He's now 5 for 8.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Nets trail by 21. Outside Porter. Down low. Here's Claxton. Oh, big finish!
Wow. Okay, I see you.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. What a sensational move captured from the connected cam. Sponsored by AT&T. For Boston, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Brown passes to Queta. Now Pritchard. Outside, Brown. 6 to shoot with the drive. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And that's 15 points for Jaylen Brown.
A very athletic play by Brown. Getting the ball inside and working his way to a high percentage shot.
The Nets have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Pass to Williams. Outside Porter. Here's Claxton. Thomas, right side. Clock at 6. Tries to break his ice. And the layup is up and in. Thomas has got 5 points.
Muscling it home. Cam finds a way on that offensive end.
Now here's Pritchard. Tightly guarded. Outside, Brown. Back to Pritchard. Outside White. Three-pointer, no good. Nets trail by 19. Pass to Thomas. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Pritchard. Boston on D. Claxton finds Williams. Claxton a screen on Brown. Williams from long range.
And after just a fantastic first half, he's really having trouble finding that shooting stroke. How many shots has he missed this quarter? Might be time to find offense elsewhere.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. When this game is done, they'll be off to Toronto, taking on the Raptors. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road. Inside, here's Williams. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Pritchard. Up and in on the layup. Pritchard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Porter from outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
Catch and release. Porter Jr. is so quick. Tough to close out on.
Here's Pritchard. He's got 16. Pass to Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
And Jordi Fernandez wants a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Boston making a switch here. Simon's checked in. And a change for the Nets. Mann's checked in. Thomas finds Williams. That three's off the mark.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Here's Simons, and it's Boston scoring again.
Boy, Simons' jump shot is pure from anywhere on the floor.
On the wing, Porter. Let's go with a three. Boston with a rebound.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
White, the pass to Tatum. Back to White. The three. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. White's got 22.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Now here's Porter. 21 points in the game. No good. Unable to win this run. Here's Simons. And it's Thomas with the rebound. And Brooklyn's shooting just 36% in the third. Outside, Williams. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Boston pulls it in. Kid has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. The kick out to White. Lets it go from deep. The shot misses. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Nets. Knocks it loose. White with the steal. Here's Brown. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Nick Claxton.
And the balance Brown has on these takes, refusing to let the D get the upper hand.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Sharp, he's checked in for Claxton. Clowney comes in for Michael Porter. Wilson's checked in for Williams. And it's Highsmith in for Thomas.
Brown, now an elite scorer in this league, really does it all.
The Nets shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. Man, the pass to Highsmith. Back to Man. To the inside to stop the drought. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Big time two-hand slam.
And right on top of the defender, too. That's got to feel good. Boston has gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Pass to Tatum. Here's Highsmith. Releases. Tatum pulls it in.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
This is his third trip to the free throw line in this game. And the first one at the line is good. And Boston with some changes. Garza's checked in for Queta. And Boucher subbed in for Tatum. The Nets shooting 35% in the third quarter. Back to Man. Pass to Sharp. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
Man, good whistle there.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Boston.
I'm liking the throwback approach. They're making use of the mid-range area and inflicting major damage there.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
And he makes a first. Minot's checked in for Jaylen Brown. Both free throws good from Sharp.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Down low. Here's Garza. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Garza's gotten his first basket of the night.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
Here's Sharp. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Sharp. Here's White. 23 points in the game. Pass to Minot. Back to White. And here's Simons. He's guarded by man. And it's Simons missing.
His offensive output just isn't there tonight, but his teammates have found a way to pick up the slack.
Wilson, no good. And so it's White with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter here. Knocks it down from distance. Garza's got 5 points in the quarter.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Now here's man. 6 on the shot clock. Sharp. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Boston's got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. Simons outside. Pass to Minot. Outside White. Here's Simons. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Boston firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. We'll be right back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Brooklyn, Porter Jr. and Clowney in it forward. Then there's Sharp, then it's Terrence Mann, and it's Highsmith in at the 2. Now here's Sharp. And there's the screen to the paint. And that one is hammered home.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Now here's Hauser. There's Simons with a 3. Sharp grabs the miss.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. And stolen by Boucher. Here's Simons. There's the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
I'll tell you, Simons can really book it. When he's at full speed, good luck catching up.
Well, the Nets shooting just 38% for this game so far. Highsmith passes to Sharp. Pass to Highsmith. 4 on the clock. And here's Porter. Puts up a 3. Sinks it from distance. Porter's got 24 points.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Simons outside. Here's Minot. Hauser outside. Shot on the wing. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Hauser's got his first points of the night.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
And Richard, for those vets who haven't won a ring yet, how hard is it to take less money to join a contender?
It is not hard, and contenders typically count on that. Because once you've made the money, if you've made it that far in your career, if there's one thing left that you want to accomplish, that's win a ring.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. On the wing, Simons. He's guarded by man. Here's Boucher for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. Left side man. Pass to Sharp. Outside for Porter. The 3 ball. No good that time. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Hauser. Boston again missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Now Porter from deep. Simons with a rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Now here's Hauser. The D's right on him. Can't get it to drop.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Williams is checked in for Tillman. And the Nets also making a change. Thomas is checked in. And there's a pick. Pass to man. Here's the 3. That shot off the mark. The Celtics have gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Here's Minot. Drains the triple.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Thomas outside. Rebound Boston. Here's Simons. Outside for Boucher. Here's Hauser. Off the mark there with a 3. And so Porter will bring it up for the Nets. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth. Here's Thomas. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. When Cam Thomas has the ball, Richard, it can be a tough cover for the defense.
You watch for screens, and then you have to choose. If you overplay him, he'll drive to his mid-range shot. But if you gap him, he can hit the triple 2.
2 shots.
And he drops the first. Well, Grant, for a late first-round pick, Cam Thomas is a certified bucket.
Yeah, B.A., he's got every shot in the book. And he's still rounding out the other aspects of his game. But if you need to score, that he can provide.
Boston making a switch here. Garz is checked in. Brooklyn also changing it up. Nick Claxton, he's checked in for Clowney. And Williams is subbed in for Highsmith. Both shots good from the stripe. You know, one of the ideas that's been thrown around for the All-Star festivities, a one-on-one tournament with $1 million prize on the line, RJ.
That is amazing when you think about that number. But players are making $75, $80 million a season. Ultimately, that's got to come from within. The want to compete against the best on the biggest stage.
No one covering. Porter's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
What a performance. Hit 2 from beyond the arc in the first half, and he's added 3 more since.
Pass to Garza. Nice ball movement by Boston. Again, the miss by Boston.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Porter from outside, and the Nets, another three.
He hit a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence is through the roof.
Simons with it. Claxton with the block. Here's man. And the Nets tack on two more.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
So it's Boston now. They lead by 17. Pass to Minot. Now here's Simons. Over Thomas. And it's Simons missing. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. Here's Porter. This one for 3. Minot pulls it in. Pass to Simons. Here's Garza. He's guarded by Claxton. Here's Garza. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Simons. Off the left rim and out. Porter with it. Guarded by Hauser. And that one's good, man.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. We got a line change here for Boston. And a change for the Nets. Demon, he's checked in for Williams. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He loves what the D has been able to accomplish, saying to his team, every turnover is a big success for us. Keep forcing those errors. Don't let them feel comfortable out there. So expect them to keep trying to be disruptive.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Now here's Tatum to stop the drought. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Oh, this is how aggressive Tatum is. Excellent job of getting to the rim and a finish. Just light work.
Pass to Porter. Now Thomas. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Just, like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Boston leading by 14. Left side Pritchard. Here's Queta. Outside White. Pass to Pritchard. He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Nets trail by 16. Here's Dimon. Outside Porter. Thomas outside. He can't get it to go. Good work defensively by White.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Brown looking around. Pass to White. Up and over Porter. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. White's got 25 points in the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
It's good.
Oh, you got to love the fight. Thomas going to work down low.
Boston leading by 16. Now White. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. Brooklyn has gone 4 of 8 from three-point land during the fourth. White against Thomas. He launches. Ooh, it misses. Boston's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Tatum outside. They set the pick. Takes a 13-footer. And Boston again with the bucket.
Oh, that's just a smooth jump shot. Tatum has such a deep arsenal. So many different ways to score.
And the timeout called here by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And one of our featured players tonight earns our Player of the Game award, Derek White.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive, and the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. Here's Porter, a 3 from the inbound, and Pritchard pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Tatum, pass to White. Tatum, a screen on Thomas. White with it. Now Porter defending. Tatum from long range. It falls, and now he's 10 of 15 shooting. Nice work.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Man, their offense is clicking. Players, coaches, everybody, they are in sync.
And Thomas has got the ball here for the Nets. Pass to Porter. Back to Thomas. Now Claxton. And we're going to have a jump ball. Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Looking to win the run. Yes, it's good. Porter's got 11 points in the quarter.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Celtics.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And with this performance, they'll have claimed their 8th win of the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for Derek White.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
So it's Boston now, following the bucket by the Nets. And he comes up with a bucket.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Now here's Thomas. Claxton, a screen on White. Here's Thomas. And he drops in the layup off the glass. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the fourth. White against Thomas. Pass to Pritchard. Fires from deep. Brooklyn pulls it in. Here's Dimon. Thomas, left side. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And they get their first win of the NBA Cup, moving them to 1-2 in the group stage.
And it's going to be tough for them to move on to the next stage of the Cup. But a win is a win.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thank you. I'm here with Jason Tatum. And Jason, congratulations on the win. What did you like about this team's performance tonight?
Our toughness. And, we figuring it out. It's early, but we taking it game by game, quarter by quarter, and everybody contributing. So, I like it.
Thanks, Jason.
All right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Derek White.